Fishing the Wild West TV with Wes David is brought to you by Sandy Point Resort. Experience Sandy Point Resort's year-round lifestyle on the shores of Gull Lake in central Alberta. Tracker Boats, fish the finest. Adventure Destination International. Book your trip of a lifetime with Adventure Destination International and Thompson's Camps. Along with Cam Clark Ford, the official vehicle of Fishing the Wild West TV.
Today on Fishing the Wild West TV, we're with our good buddy Andrew from Canadian Fishing Outfitters. We were with Andrew last October on Cold Lake fishing for lake trout. That's when he told us about we got to come to Chain Lakes for the tiger trout and rainbow trout. Andrew, you were here last week. You were doing some fishing for him. What can we expect?
Well, the fishing's been good the last few weeks. As you can see, fall's come, leaves are changing, fish are coming in shallow, so we're going to do some trolling here with some shallow water lures and target both species.
Yeah, that is perfect. Well, we got the boat loaded. We're ready to go. Stay tuned for another great episode of Fishing the Wild West TV. I've seen him, he's jumped, but I haven't seen what he is. We got the potential of both rainbow and the tiger trout. All stocked. The tiger trout are catch and release. All right, perfect. Let's get him out and have a look. First one of the morning. Excellent. Let's show him up to the camera.
That's the new stocked ones they just put in.
New stock, Andrew says, like just how long ago?
I don't want to guess, but sometime this since spring.
And there he goes. There we go. This feels a little better fish.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is on the lucky bug. Lucky plug.
Lucky plug.
Yeah, he feels, they're all really healthy in here. Even this year's stock that we've been catching, they're strong, healthy fish.
Yeah, they hit like a ton of bricks for their size, that's for sure.
And the beaver house seems to be our hot spot right now. So we opened the show, we said we were at Chain Lakes, which is true. We're at Chain Lakes about 30 minutes from the town of Athabasca in Alberta. And the reason I'm telling you is because Alberta has 3 different chain lakes.
It's a tiger, a beauty male. It's a beauty male.
This will be my first tiger trout ever. And he's a good size.
Oh, he's a beauty.
Andrew, please put him in the net.
Oh, I don't want the net to. Beauty. All right, buddy.
Yeah. Beauty.
First tiger's a beauty male, all colored up for fall.
We'll get him out. We'll show him to the camera. Yeah, that is
Nice thing about those plugs too is it's just a J hook. You don't have to deal with the trebles and.
You want to keep them healthy. These are catch and release only.
And that's a beautiful one. Here, you want some pliers right here?
I just had to get a hold of him. He's just hooked in the corner of the mouth, just perfectly. That's the lucky plug. I'm gonna get him up.
What an awesome first tiger.
Big hook jaw on him.
What an awesome first fish for a tiger for you.
That is a beautiful, beautiful coloration. Just incredible fish. We'll get him back in the water. Pull the net out of the way, Andrew. And there he goes. Wow, that is awesome. Thank you, Andrew.
Yeah, my pleasure.
This is an incredible trip. Again, we're at Chain Lakes, about 30 minutes from the town of Athabasca, Alberta. Stocked tiger trout and rainbow trout. Whoa, he's way out there. I think it's another one of
Stalkers.
This year's stock. Yeah. That's all right. They can't all be the tiger trout.
They can't all be monsters.
Excellent.
Slippery guy for sure.
Away he goes. He's in a hurry.
This segment has been brought to you by Lynn Thompson Lures, Canadian made for over 90 years, and Rock Guard, protect your investment. Closed captioning is brought to you by BUZZBOMB Tackle, iconic sonic fishing lures, made in North America for over 50 years.
He hit it once and then and missed it, and he must have came back for it, or his buddy took it. The only ones on the lake. It's Thursday, and beautiful.
Another tiger.
All right. Yeah, they are beautiful fish and strong.
Got him.
And jumpy.
Yeah, I've had one last year jump right into the back of my boat, and the lure's already out.
Is it?
Yep.
Perfect. We'll get that out of the net so we don't.
It's another male too. Or that? Yeah, that one's got the dark fins.
I want to get
Tell
this.
by his jaw. Oh, I got him. This one's thicker. You can get the lure shot. I just toss it over.
That's the Fusion Extreme. Great little lure. It's been working perfect here today. That and the Lucky Plug has been catching beautiful, beautiful tiger trout. This is a male because of his hooked jaw here at the bottom.
Yep.
They're all sterile, but they, like you say, they still go through the motions of
Thinking they're supposed to spawn. Yeah.
thinking they're supposed to spawn. I just love watching them in the water. Right now, we're only probably 3 feet of water. You can just see them now, but they blend into the bottom. Incredible. That is awesome. Let's get some more.
Let's.
Let's catch lots more. This feels like another good one.
That's no stock one. Yeah, that's a good one.
No. That's not stock this year for sure.
No, most definitely.
Love to hear the drag going. We're using 10-pound XPS Bass Pro braid, and that's helping the fight the fish, but the biggest thing is to feel the fish. You can feel when he's gonna run and jump. You can feel when he hits, because they hit like a ton of bricks. And then medium action Bass Pro rods.
Like a nice tiger.
Oh yeah.
All right.
This is my walleye rod, to be
the
honest.
nicest one so far.
Whoa. Here you go, bring it right into the net.
Oh, it's a tank. That's a beast.
Not only have I caught my first tiger trout
Holy
this year,
smokes.
but here's gonna be my biggest tiger trout.
That's a big one. We got a nice mess, but
We did a quick measurement on him, and he was 20 3/4.
Yeah.
So 21-inch tiger trout. I've caught my first tiger trout today, and now my biggest. There he goes to the bottom.
Congrats, man.
Yeah. All on the Lucky Bugs. Lucky Bug family of lures. We've been using the Lucky Bug and the Fusion Extreme and catching tiger trout, rainbow trout consistently. We're running them anywhere from 2 to 3 feet below the water, and then the Lucky Bugs are right 7 and 8 feet on the water at the speed we're going with the electric trolling motor, and it's working awesome.
Yeah, it's
Awesome.
been good.
Conservation Corner is brought to you by Brian Muir with IA Securities, aligning your financial future so you can spend more time outdoors.
Today we're at Chain Lakes fishing for the tiger trout and the rainbow trout. But on this lake, regulations state no gas motors. So now if you have a boat with a gas motor, you're not going to go through the effort of pulling it off. Like Andrew did today, he put on his electric trolling motor, he removes the keys and leaves the keys in his truck, plug in, but he even goes one step further and took the prop off. Now there is no way that this gas motor can be used. No gas tank, no keys, no prop. You can also fish these lakes with float tubes, canoes, kayak. Kayak fishing has become really popular, and these lakes are a great place to practice your kayak fishing. We used Andrew's boat today because the Tracker Targa V19 is much too big. But as you can see, this boat or any other boat that you have is perfect and ideal for these lakes that you can't take a gas motor on. That's this week's conservation tip. I'm your host, Wes David, Fishing the Wild West TV.
This segment has been brought to you by Hooked Magazine, hooked on fishing in the great outdoors, and Big Sky Flies and Jigs. This segment is brought to you by Lucky Bug Lures. Get hooked on Lucky Bug Lures. And Tourism Saskatchewan. Start planning your visit today.
What do you think it is, Andrew?
I'm hoping for a giant tiger, but I'm thinking it's a stock rainbow.
Either or, it's all nice.
I'll be an optimist here. It's going to be a 25-inch rainbow.
Okay, I'm okay with that. Feels fighting. They're all strong. Oh, we're gonna come to this side.
Oh, it's a nice fish. It's a nice fish. I think it's a tiger. I couldn't see him properly.
I can get the glare of the sun.
He's a little football tiger.
All right. Oh, he is a total football.
Oh, I got him.
That is awesome. He is fat. Holy cow.
So this one's a female.
Let me give you some slack.
So, yeah, he's a thick one.
That is awesome. We'll show him to you. Wow, it's a beautiful fish. I'm definitely going to get a picture of this fish. Let me show you what the Fusion Extreme has been catching here today with Andrew. Healthy, he's biting the net. Tiger trout. It is working great. If you pull that out of the way, Andrew, we'll get him back in the water. Beautiful. He's just like a little football. He's not as big as the other ones we've caught. The female, bulked up and fat. They're awesome. This one's pull and drag. Yeah, this is.
Yeah.
We just don't know if it's a tiger trout or a rainbow yet. But either way, it's a great fish.
It's going to be a good one, that's for sure.
Here he is here.
Oh, it's a nice tiger.
Whoa! Oh, good net shot.
There we go. We got him.
I was holding my breath on that. Holy cow.
Ooh.
Wow. Andrew's just getting the lucky bug from out of the net. Keep the fish safe.
We're gonna need some.
Oh, my
Can you
heart.
pass me those scissors there?
My heart was pounding.
I start freaking when they start jumping next to the boat.
Right at the boat too. And a lot of times we've had some of the smaller rainbow trouts jump right at the boat and actually almost throw themselves into the side of the boat just in an effort to spit the hook. So it's when he jumped right there, it was a little hard stopping. I want to turn him. So that's what the lucky bug's producing. Some incredible tiger trout.
It's got some shoulders on
I
him
just
too.
can't, the coloring, because you don't see that color all the time, it just fascinates me. Thanks, Andrew.
My pleasure.
That is awesome. Let's go again.
Let's.
This Gear Talk is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Your adventure starts here.
We just come off the water, had an amazing day fishing for tiger trout. My first time ever fishing for tiger trout, so I caught my first one, my most, and even my biggest. But what we were using today was actually my walleye gear. So I got a medium heavy action 6.5 foot Bass Pro Bionic Blade rod, matched with a 5.1 to 1 ratio Bass Pro Formula reel. But the real ticket to today's technique for catching these fish was the Fusion Extreme. We used bright colors imitating minnows, Fusion Extreme, and for whatever reason, at certain times, the fish would turn right off. So then we'd tie on a lucky plug, and it would seem to trigger a few more bites again. Once it turned off from the lucky plug, we went back to the Fusion Extreme. This lure here runs about 3 to 5 feet underneath the water at the speed we were going, and I don't know exactly what we were going. We had the trolling motor on 10. This here, the lucky plug, would troll about 6 to 8 feet of water, and we hit fish at all depths. So if you're coming out here to Chain Lakes, about 30 minutes from Athabasca, Alberta, to fish the tiger trout, make sure you tie on some Fusion Extremes and some lucky plugs. You'll be glad you did. That's this week's Gear Talk, Fishing the Wild West TV.
Fishing the Wild West TV will be right back. This segment is brought to you by the Canadian National Sportsman Shows and Wild Rose Brewery, branded with character.
We just released that tiger, just got the boat going again, and we're hooked up again. Holy cow. Stock trout pond in northern Alberta. And there is stock trout ponds throughout North America, and they're often overlooked. Many times, little tiger trout? Yeah. Many times people will drive past these great fisheries,
get out of your way here,
going for bigger lakes, but this is what's in here. And it's football season. This looks like a little football.
It does. Every one of them today's been a beauty.
Oh.
Right on your lucky bug again.
Excellent.
Yeah, they are beautiful fish for sure.
Beautiful fish. All right, you let them go. You got them. Keep them healthy. Tiger trout is just one of the opportunities that you can fish with Andrew for, but it's one of the opportunities that you can fish stock trout ponds for. It's
for sure.
Alberta introduced them to give anglers another fishing opportunity, and I'm sure glad they did.
Me too. And the great thing is they're not everywhere, so it's nice to get them because you don't see them in every province, you don't see them in every state down south. So.
Well, and there's only 3 or 4 water bodies here in Alberta that they're stocked
Correct.
in.
Yep.
So I don't imagine that there's that many across North America.
It's on everyone's bucket list usually.
Let's bucket them again.
Let's.
We'll get them in the net. That's the next challenge.
Yeah.
We lost a really nice tiger trout, like right at the boat, and Andrew still feels bad.
Fire the net man for sure. I'm redeeming myself right now.
Fishing's fishing. Well, we've caught several others, so it's made up the difference, and we knew we had opportunities for more. Here comes another one.
It's coming. Oh, he's
backwards.
That made up for it, but
yeah, see? Anybody can catch them fish by the mouth. It's catching them by the tail, that's hard.
Oh, what can you do, man? One of those days.
You would have no idea how bad Andrew feels, or how he feels. We lost. Andrew was running net. I fought a big tiger trout right up to the edge of the boat. Just as Andrew went to scoop him in, the tiger trout jumped, and it was all you know what broke loose, and we lost the fish. He feels bad.
This one's better. Redeemed in my mind. That probably is a little bit, that's a good one.
All right, let's have a look. That is another beautiful tiger trout. That's a male just by, you can see this long bottom jaw. We're gonna get him back in the water. Let him go. Right to the bottom he goes. That is awesome. Awesome. They are. We've been catching them all day long, and it's just as exciting to catch the first one as it is to catch the last one. This was excellent. Thanks, Andrew. Yeah, he's a good fish. Nothing wrong with him. We're on our last battery, so we're trying to make it back to the boat launch on our last battery.
What perfect timing.
Yeah, and this will be our last tiger trout. There he is. Perfect.
He's in there. That's a good fish too.
Are you driving the boat?
I'll let you.
Okay. Give me a second here.
Here's some pliers for you. They're right in between your legs on the...
There's our last tiger trout of the day. We're about 500 yards from shore on our last battery, but you might as well be trolling. Might as well be looking for fish when you're trying to get home. It's an incredible day here on the water. Andrew, I want to thank for having us.
Oh, absolute pleasure.
If you want to fish for a unique species, or pike, walleye, trout, whatever, give Andrew a call with Canadian Fishing Outfitters. We'll have the information for you at the end of the show, but I can't tell you how amazing this unique tiger trout fishing was. I'm your host, Wes David. Thanks for watching this week's episode of Fishing the Wild West TV.
Tourism Saskatchewan.